Hey, true believers, Chris Mack coming at you with such an awesome weekend figure review. Today we are going over the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Joker from the Batman Arkham Asylum run. And I saw this one come out and I was a little hesitant at first, but now that I've looked at it up close, oh man, am I so glad that I found this. Now, if you guys want to pick this figure up, I would definitely suggest first trying to shop local. Check with your local comic shop, see if they can order it for you. If not, I did find this at my local Walmart. There's a couple of Walmarts where I'm at, so it took a little bit of hunting, but we found one, and I'm just like, yes, the Mrs. found it for me, and I was like, thank you, honey. Now, if that's not the case where you guys are, this is also available on Big Bad Toy Store and Megaopolis City of Collectors. So if you guys want to, definitely check it out. And as you can see here, you get the cool window of the Joker. You get that great little DC Multiverse, the Joker on the top. So you can kind of see it says number 22 with the little McFarlane Toys. And you got the little window there, all that good stuff, and that is 12 plus. You flip it around to this side, it says the Joker. You get that cool little McFarlane Toys logo doohickey there. Flip it around to the back, and you get a cool little product shot of the Joker from Batman Arkham Asylum. I'll make sure to get a close-up of that, as well as the figures that are part of this line, so y'all can see which ones you want to get. And then you flip it around this way. It says the Joker, Arkham Asylum, DC Multiverse, McFarlane Toys. Good stuff there, good stuff there. Flip it around to the bottom, all the legal mumbo-jumbo, you know. Who cares? But what we do care about is this Joker an awesome figure or not? So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open and get to some good giggles. And here's the Joker out of his packaging. And I gotta say, guys, I was really nervous about this figure, but now that I've had a chance to get him out and pose him around a little bit and get some really good photographs with him, this is definitely a Joker you want. Now, I know this was inspired from the Arkham Asylum video game, but I've looked at different Joker action figures, and so far, and this is my personal opinion, if you guys have anything different, let me know down in the comments, but this one feels relatively comic accurate, even though it's a video game. I mean, I put him up against all my other Batmans and stuff like that, and my Harley, and oh man. Now that's where I was nervous, because the McFarlane Harley Quinn, she's nice, but just was not my cup of tea. So when I saw this one was being released, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then the Mrs. got it for me. I started messing around with it, and oh, thank you, honey, because this thing is amazing, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. So let's go ahead and take him off the spinner, and let's get a closer look at Jack Napier. I like these accessories that the Joker comes with. They're really very well detailed, and I think it really complements the figure. So to start with, we get two different sets of Joker teeth. Let me go ahead and get a focus on this thing. Focus. And I like how, just to add to the eeriness, that the teeth are rotten. So you kind of get that, you get up into there and you just kind of get that, ew, tooth decay. And then the gums don't look that much healthier either. The wind-ups look nice. You get that very grimy industrial look, kind of almost like that gunmetal gray. Looks really, really nice. But of these two, I definitely prefer the open mouth. In a way, I kind of wish you could have chomped them, but, make them chomp. But, it is what it is. I like that they kind of add that silver metal there on the side to make it show that, these are put together. And that they chomp, you really get a nice look of how that's supposed to look like a diamond head screwdriver. If I'm wrong, make fun of me in the comments, please. But yeah, I definitely prefer this one, so we're going to go ahead and put this one back. Yeah, it just, when you get this in the Joker's hand, which you really have to be gentle with, because, he has that open hand, and you have to very much balance it on there. But these are great, man. I really like that McFarlane Toys really upped their game on these things, because yeah, I mean, they painted it all the way through on the inside, so there's no type of thing that makes it look off-putting. Really great work on these Joker teeth, and it's too bad that these couldn't wind up. If these could actually wind up and make those chomp, that'd be so epic. But yeah, I'm pretty sure cost efficiency was probably not the key point for that. Like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So yeah, the teeth are great. And then I love this gun. I think this is supposed to be if I'm wrong on the terminology, let me know. But I think this is supposed to be like a 44 Magnum. I think it's a Magnum, like the one that Dirty Harry used. But yeah, just that silver all the way through looks really nice. I kind of wish, I'm pretty sure that they can't do it because of the toys, but I wish with these that they would at least darken out or hollow out where the gun, where the barrel is right there. The sights look nice. Like the way that they kind of put the trigger in there far back, so they were about snapping it. I like that black leathery look with the nice little details. Looks really good. Hammer looks good. The chamber looks good. Just a beautiful gun all the way around. And I really like the way that reflects. I mean, look at that. Good stuff. Now, I kind of wish that they would have given you a bang like they did with Harley. But the thing with the Harley Quinn that we went over is even though she has a bang on her gun, it's stuck in there. So I wish there's a way that you can get one where you can plug it in and out. So, you can do just like this, or if you want to pose it with the bang, you at least have those options. So I'm going to have to play around and figure out a way to, get some double-sided, what is that stuff called? Tacky tape, and use the bang that I made for my Harley gun, which we showed off in the last review, but I'll show it again here. So see how the DC Essentials Harley gun, it was emptied out like this, and then we just took that, painted it, and made it where you could plug it in like that. So I kind of wish that the toy company would have done something like that for this gun. But c'est la vie, it is what it is. So I'll try to figure out something with that. But yeah, gorgeous gun. Great accessories. And the last thing that the Joker does come with, he does come with a stand and a trading card, which I took a picture of. I'll make sure to get a thing where you can pause it, look at it at your convenience. I don't like to take those out because then it damages the back of the packaging, which is the only thing about this figure set that I do not like. The Joker has such a rich past and relatively complicated. That's why I like in The Killing Joke, which is one of the most definitive Joker stories, he says, if I'm going to have a past, why not make it multiple choice? But check this. The first appearance of the Red Hood, because he was wearing the Red Hood in The Killing Joke, but the first appearance of the Red Hood was in Detective Comics 168, which came out in 1951. Then the Joker came on the scene in Batman #1 in 1940. And, they kind of made him sort of a jokey, it was supposed to be, from what I understand, a one-off character, and they were going to kill him. But then they decided to keep him around, so, through the Silver Age and all that good stuff, he was sort of a fool, you know what I mean? But when we get into Denny O'Neil and Neal Adams' Batman 251, that's when we see the Joker getting a little bit more crazy and a little bit more violent, and we get the Joker that we know. Now, just another kind of story that you guys would definitely want to read in terms of Joker, look up Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum. That story is terrifying. It is a great horror story for Batman. Now, there's plenty of Joker reading, but those are just some of the ones off the top of my head that I wanted to showcase because they're some of the more pivotal roles. But with that said, let's go ahead and get a closer look at the Arkham Asylum one. And I gotta say, guys, even though this is supposed to be based off the video game, I love that this just looks so dadgum comic accurate. They just, yeah, it's so nice to have a relatively good-looking Joker. And as we get a close-up here, I love the work they did on the blue eyes. That red lipstick just smeared on there looks great. And you kind of get the relatively dirty teeth, gingivitis. And then the black wash or the dry brushing, as I say, this looks really great on the hair, and just how it just randomly goes all over the place looks good. I like that white paint on the face, and then just the creases they did to add shadow to give it more depth. Looks really, really nice. Love the white coat here with the gold buttons and the orange, wow, I am not awake. The green with the black whitewash bow tie, and then, of course, his traditional purple coat. Looks so good. I love all the pinstripe work they did there to almost make it look vinyl. I mean, look at that. It's just, whew, that's some good work, especially with the gold buttons. You know, you get the I always forget what this is called on the coat, and then yeah, I forget what these fancy things are called. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I like that. I like the way that it leads down and it shows how his coat pops out. So you get that nice white black wash. The belt looks really nice. And what's really cool is I like the attention to detail here where they actually put the Joker's face on the belt buckle, which kind of reminds me of, you know, the vanity place that people wear on their belt buckles, and you're just like, oh boy. And I like this flower because, you know, he always has this poison flower on his lapel, but I like how it's looking like it's wilting, so that you know that there's something not right about that, which really adds an ominous feeling to this figure. And I just like this black wash all the way through it. Just shows that, you know, he's the antithesis of what Batman is. I like these gloves. Again, kind of, even though this is all plastic, I like that it looks almost leather. That is some good work all the way around. Same with the coat tails on his jacket. I like that they flip up, you get the belt, and then the pinstripe design just goes all the way down. Looking good, looking good. I like the what do you call it, the dress shoes. Again, like with the Harley, I didn't like the pointy feet, but with the Joker, it works, you know, because he's kind of clownish. And these type of shoes actually kind of had like a pointed thing back in the day. And I like the way that these, I don't remember what these were called back in the 50s and whatnot, where they'd have that white stripe go all the way around the shoes like that. I forget what that was called. Let me know. And then, yeah, just really, really great paint apps, as you can see, guys. Just, to me, that is a solid 100 on this figure because he looks amazing. And because of all the detail, especially like the lines on the face, if you do toy photography and you hit the light, it just really, you know, the lights on him just really adds to the depths and the horrificness of the Joker when you do your photography. So yeah, beautiful paint apps. I give McFarlane Toys 100 on that. The articulation on this Joker is insane. So let's go ahead and, you know, it's apt, as you can see. Now, with his head, you can tilt it down that much back. Now when you flip it around this way, you can go this way, and then what's great is I love that you can kind of get this motion, so so good stuff there. The arms can go up this much, and then if you take the joint and spin it around that way, you can get up about that much. The arms spin 360, so you get a nice full range of motion. And then what I also appreciate here is the fact that, if we can get a focus, and maybe a nice little tilt up, is he has this upper arm cut, or the upper arms thing, so you can spin it, so you can get another nice range of motion there. He does have double jointed elbows, so happy days are here again. His arms, these things, hands, spin 360, as you can see. And then they got a nice little range, so, you know, you can tilt them up. Just make sure to be careful. And then you kind of get that, you know, great motion on the hands there. The legs go out about that far forward and about that far back. So nice range there. Double jointed knee action so that you can get some really good poses there. And then what I like too is when I first took Joker out of the box, I thought, oh boy, he doesn't have any type of ab crunch. Because you know how most figures you can kind of see where they bend for that much. But what I like with these McFarlane ones is they're hiding that. Unlike with like the Legends or the DC Mattel Multiverse ones, they're hiding it up underneath the clothing. So it's sneaky, sneaky. So you can actually tilt down about that much forward and crunch back. So again, that you can get that really nice laughing motion. So yeah, I love that. And then what's great too is he can pop, and get a nice hula hoop action. So yeah, he is super bendy. And then for the feet, when it's done right with these McFarlane Toys, I like that they have this, that front thing, so you can actually do some really good range there. Feet go down about that much down, that much up. And he doesn't have a whole lot of ankle pivot. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. You know what I mean? And then you can twist him like so, too. So, yeah, that's what I meant by he is aptly crazy in terms of posing. So, and that helps because, you know, the Joker is always a lanky guy. So, yeah, just they gave him the right amount. And I love with these newer figures that they're hiding the ab stuff under the clothes. So that really helps so you don't have to see all those lines on your figures. So yeah, I'm like, oh, I love this figure. Every time I play with him like this, I just get so excited because I just think of all the opportunities of like shots that I can do with him. Now for scale, here's the DC Mattel Multiverse Damian Wayne Robin. Here's one of my favorites, the DC Essentials Nightfall Batman. And here's the DC Essentials Harley Quinn. And as you can see, even though the Joker is supposed to, these new McFarlane ones are supposed to be 7 inches, these scale really well together. I mean, look at the way Joker and Batman look together. Not too bad, as you can see there. And then because Harley's, you know, she has always been a little shorter than the Joker, that scales well. And then I put Damian in the mix because he's, you know, I think this one's around 5 inches. I don't measure my figures because I'm just like, oh, ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, because he's a child or, you know, a younger man, of course the Joker is going to dominate over him. And they look so good. Let's even throw one more in for funsies. Let me grab them. I have to do border house reach. The Greg Capullo designer Gordon still looks good, even though the Joker kind of still towers over him and Batman kind of towers over him. But I think Gordon's supposed to be shorter than Batman anyway. So nonetheless, it's not off-putting by, you know, it's not grossly misproportioned. So when you get all these type of figures, you're not going to go wrong. You know what I mean? Especially with this Nightfall one with all these figures. Oh, I love that figure. I can't wait to get that review up on that one, but this Joker was too cool. I had to do that one first. But yeah, scaling, in terms of like paint apps too, you know, even though they're all from different design lines essentially, except for, you know, the 2 DC Essentials here, all the paint apps work well together. Because I mean, there's times where, you know, you'll get figures from different lines and you're just like, yeah, that just does not match up at all. This one really just blends in well with this Bat family right here, guys. So I hope that y'all will pick this figure up because it's definitely one, like I said, even though it's not comic booky, you know, it's supposed to be from Arkham Asylum, it's definitely comic accurate looking, and he looks insane enough to just, you know, so Harley can be next to her pudding and Joker can be next to his best friend, and then Gordon's sitting here having to be like, I got to deal with all of this in my city. So yeah, great figures all around. Overall, y'all, I love this figure. I have to say I give it a 10 out of a 10. I have not really found anything wrong with it. Now, I know, you know, different collectors, they're going to say, well, you know, I didn't really like this figure for this reason, and that's fine. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. But from the moment I took this figure out of the packaging up until doing the review, I've had nothing but just absolute fun with it. Posing it with my Batman, you know, just doing silhouette shots of it, and it just, I don't know. This is the first Joker that I've got where I feel super happy with it, whereas I've bought other ones and I'm like, oh man, I wish they hadn't done that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But this one is definitely a Joker you're going to want in your collection, everybody. So with that said, I hope you all stick around to the end of the review because we will have a photo slideshow of this Joker doing all sorts of cool poses with different figures. And if you guys have enjoyed this figure and you're excited about it, please make sure to first contact your local comic shop and see if they can get it ordered for you or if they have it in stock. If not, then, you know, kind of check out Big Bad Toy Store and Megaopolis, or, you know, if you have any friends, see if any of your buddies can try to hunt it down for you. And that's always a good way, just like how the Mrs. found this one for me here in town. So, great figure. And if you guys have enjoyed this review, please make a moment to hit like, share, and subscribe. Helps the club channel more than you can absolutely know. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that fancy little Joker bell next to subscribe, that way as we continue to upload content, you guys will get notified. You can come to the page, and we'd love to hear your feedback and have a dialogue with you all down in the comments below or on our social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description below. So with all that said, thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out the review. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.